Someone's been busy, hasn't she?
I'd like to think I understood the assignment.
That you have. And it's still the tip of the iceberg. Have a fantastic opportunity for you.
I'm listening.
How would you like to try your hand at one of the most unique experiences in WWE? A position where you'll be able to set the agenda, take control of the whole of the WWE universe, and truly make a mark.
And this magical mystery opportunity will let me do all that?
Indeed, in the prestigious role of WWE Raw General Manager.
Isn't that you? What, are you going on vacation or something?
Well, now that you mention it, I may have plans.
Aha!
But this is fertile ground for you too. Stepping into a WWE authority role, applying your talents to the other side of sports entertainment. Sure, booking may be a balancing act sometimes, but you already know that from your work as co-owner of TBD.
I'm not convinced that this offer isn't just because you want a vacation. But nonetheless, I'll do it.
Splendid! I can't wait to catch my flight. See you in action.
So when do I start?
Well, I should start heading to the airport. So, how's now?
Seriously?
Don't worry, Raw practically GMs itself. Sure, Bianca needs a challenger for Survivor Series. Bayley and Becky have both been bothering me incessantly about their booking, and the suits in Stamford are especially sensitive to ratings right now. But you'll figure it out.
All that GMs itself? Are you sure that's it?
Yes. Oh, wait. No. Charlotte needs an opponent for tonight. Actually, this is a good way for you to set the tone of how you'll be running Raw. Every match should tell a story, so you just need to decide which story you'd like to tell.
Such as?
Are you going to choose an up-and-comer like Nikita Lyons to challenge the Queen? Maybe someone she has a lot of history with, like Rhea Ripley. Or maybe you want to dig into Charlotte's past a bit further. She goes way back with Natalya, including the feud that made Charlotte the first woman to hold all major singles titles in WWE. So, what kind of story do you want to tell? Who will you choose to take on Charlotte?
I think Nikita Lyons would offer an interesting challenge. I have no hard feelings, despite her involvement with the Beacon, and I like the idea of pushing an up-and-comer.
Fantastic choice. Well, good luck to you. I have every confidence. And just a word of advice. Do try to be as neutral as possible as GM. You may find yourself rooting for the talent you put forth. Sometimes even as strongly as if you were in the ring yourself.
A tough lady and a real lioness.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, Nikita Lyons!
Nikita is unapologetic both in and out of the ring.
She's all about taking what she wants, and who's going to stop her? There are only three things certain in life: death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair. She is inevitable.
An entrance fit for a queen. And from the Queen City, it's a new era on Raw as the captain helms the ship as temporary general manager. So far, it looks promising.
Cap has made one match here, Cole. Let's not give her GM of the Year just yet.
I agree, Corey. This is a good... Lifting their opponent up for a Canadian...
An emphatic victory. Here is your winner, Nikita Lyons.
I think just about anyone would have tapped there. That'll knock Charlotte down a peg or two.
I think so, too.
If I could have a minute.
What is it, Troy? I honestly don't have time for your tone tonight. I'm trying to manage a show.
My tone? I would never use a tone with you. I think you're doing a great job. Top notch.
Ha ha, very funny. Oh, you're serious. I guess now that I'm the management, you have to suck up to me.
I'm not sucking up. I think your ideas are genius, boss.
Of course they are, Troy. I'm smart. Now what's up?
Becky and Bailey. They're being particularly difficult in hounding us to be named Bianca's next challenger at Survivor Series. I'm sure they snuck into your DMs too, but I'm used to superstars pestering us for opportunities. No offense. But this is getting out of hand. How do you want me to handle it?
Why don't we just have Becky and Bailey face each other for the title opportunity? It'll be a great match and solve our problem.
Great suggestion, boss. I'll set it up. Wow, you really know your stuff.
I could get used to this version of you, Troy.
I'm not here to fight.
I don't want to fight either.
Then maybe we can work together on my idea?
And what's that?
Survivor Series. I know for a fact that not only has Raw not announced a main event, but Regal had nothing in the plans yet. So, let's take the bull by the horns and do something truly spectacular. War Games!
I can't just book a War Games match, Shotzi.
Why not? Are you GM in name only?
No, I mean, I love War Games as much as the next person. But it's not a match to be taken lightly. You need a reason. Something that merits putting two teams who want each other's throats inside a double ring cage to battle it out with abandon. Who'd even be the captains?
I captained my team in NXT, and I was excellent.
Ah, so this is the classic, my pitch is that I should be in a main event pitch, right? There are rules to booking.
Excuse me, but when did Little Miss TBD Rebel, who puts people through tables, become a lawful, good rule follower? Don't you ever just want to smash things for the hell of it anymore?
Actually, you may have a point. I do miss that.
So let's screw the so-called rules and do this. Put yourself in it against me, and we can absolutely destroy each other in that cage. We pick teams, go all out, and millions of people tune in to watch the joyful carnage. The two of us are perfect for War Games. You're the captain, and I already drive a tank to the ring, for crying out loud.
You know what, Shotzi? It might not be a terrible idea. Let me think on it.
That's all I'm asking for.
I wanted to stop by and congratulate you on your new role. So, congrats.
It's only temporary while Regal does whatever he's doing on vacation. But thanks.
And giving Nikita Lyons the chance against Charlotte, and she pulled off a win? That was a great matchup. I love that you have a commitment to newer talent as GM. I actually feel the same way about pushing the next generation. Always have. And as your liaison to NXT, I wanted to offer you an opportunity.
What's that?
An opportunity to showcase more of our top talent on Raw in a next-gen battle royal. Nikita probably has a leg up from her match with Charlotte, but it'll be great for all talent involved to get the spotlight and some reps in.
I love that idea. I'll set it up for our next episode.
She calls herself a whole lot of woman, ready to do a whole...
Some of the biggest superstars of NXT are all here on Raw in one match. Our GM has outdone herself.
Who among these competitors will be future champions? This is like peeking into a Christmas present early.
I would never peek ahead of my Christmas presents.
Of course you wouldn't, Saxton. Now let's see who comes out on top of this NXT showcase.
Fallon Henley has been eliminated. Oh, what a punch to the gut. Thea caught by the counter. Drop kick. Great athleticism.
Enziguri finds its mark.
Reversal. Can they go on the attack? Into the ring now. A side slam. Uh-oh. This could be it. It's been a long time since the Monday Night Wars, but Raw has not slowed down since.
And as far as I can see, there's no end in sight for the Red Brand. Brought down with a neck breaker.
Trying to work the arm. Now in control.
Now starts to fight out with some punches to the gut.
Punishing the lower back. And Nikita capitalizes there.
Fisherman suplex.
Incoming. She did it. Nikita Lyons gets the win. Here is your winner, Nikita Lyons. Quite the win for her here.
That's what happens when you put in the preparation and the training.
Come to congratulate me on a successful show? I was just out back talking to Justine about the successful Battle Royal.
So you didn't see the #1 contender match with Becky and Bayley?
No, that match practically booked itself. Why? Who won? Who are we putting against Bianca at Survivor Series?
We have a problem. Damage Control ran in during the match, and at first it looked like maybe a straightforward DQ victory for Becky, but then she got irked and went after them. And technically the bell rang at some point, but with all the fighting that broke out outside the ring, nobody really won. And we still need a challenger for Bianca. If I may make a meager suggestion, Survivor Series is right around the corner. You may just have to step up as GM and make a decision.
No, we still have one Raw left before Survivor Series. Let's do a rematch. Becky versus Bayley to determine Bianca's challenger.
Do you really think the match will go any differently this time around?
I do. Because as much as it pains me to admit it, you're right about one thing. I need to step up as GM. So I'll be serving as special guest referee.
Welcome a superstar who defines tenacious, brave, and driven.
The following contest is a special guest referee match. Please welcome the special guest referee for this match, a superstar.
The look of determination on Cap's face speaks volumes, Corey. This is a woman looking to climb all the way to the top of WWE.
It's good to have goals, but we're just going to have to see if she has what it takes to make the climb. I have my doubts.
The captain is ready to call the shots.
Look out! Here comes the history maker, the man, Becky Lynch.
I'll tell you what, you cannot understate what Lynch has meant to sports entertainment and to women everywhere.
And the participants, first, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
The climb to greatness was filled with obstacles for Becky Lynch. She's earned everything she has and is always seeking new challenges to overcome.
I have all the respect in the world for what Becky Lynch has accomplished. My question is, will we see someone knock her off the top of the mountain?
Becky Lynch, a woman who's done it all, yet continually improves herself with every match.
And that means that every time the man competes, we are seeing her at her best. Well, I think it's safe to say there is nothing but trouble on the way.
And representing Damage Control from San Jose, California, Bayley.
Just about as merciless as they come.
More than that, Bayley is out to humiliate her opponents, make a mockery of them.
Well, maybe that's what they deserve for picking a fight with Bayley.
No one deserves to be humiliated, Corey.
I can think of one person here who does.
Oh, what a tall task for this woman here tonight, trying to prove she's worthy.
Much easier said than done, Cole. We know Becky Lynch is always at the top of her game.
Our general manager, the captain, promises that we'll have a #1 contender by... the end of this match. Will it be Becky Lynch or Bayley?
We'll know soon enough, and with Cap as special guest referee, it should be a fair contest.
We'll see, Saxton. Maybe the GM wants one over the other. It's nearly impossible not to pick a side.
You're such a cynic.
I'm a realist. This is going to be stiff. Vicious backdrop suplex.
She got her down. Is this it? The pin doesn't even last to a count of 1.
She's still in this one.
And able to beat Bayley to the punch. Able to counter.
Oof, nails the mid. Double underhook. Sit out, slam into an armbar. Beautiful combo.
Ah, Bayley's dream.
She fights her way out of the armbar.
German suplex. Oh, no.
Draped across the top rope.
The cover. She gets a quick kick out there.
Well, she thought she saw a chance to gain the fall, but obviously was mistaken. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Bayley continuously executing her game plan.
Yeah, Bayley is throwing everything she's got at the man.
Oh, nice hip toss.
And an elbow drop to the arm.
I think the fans actually cheered when Bayley took that hit.
Yeah, Becky delivering the pain.
Big knee to the midsection.
Big time Beck's looking for a big time reaction from the WWE Universe.
Oh, wrist clutch. Into an arm breaker.
Nasty.
Continually.
Can she do it here? And shoulders up before a count of 1.
Such a timely kick out.
Our official showing she's a professional of the highest order. Suplex rolls through. Oh!
There it is!
Disarm her! Disarm her! Disarm her! Looks like she has other plans here.
I think she was just looking to soften her up a little there.
Becky Lynch with a shot to the back, setting her up.
And the manhandle slam.
That could end Bayley's night.
And the kick out.
That right there is why Bayley is a role model. Resilience, intestinal fortitude. Some could say Bayley never stops fighting.
And with that kick out, Becky has to keep the...
There's the cover!
It's over. All in a night's work.
Here is your winner, Becky Lynch.
And listen to the WWE Universe elated by the victory of Becky Lynch here tonight.
She really is a woman of the people.
There were times I thought Bayley was going to steal this one out from under Becky, but in the end, the man stood tall.
Well, that was something.
Hey, you were the one who said I should put my finger on the scale.
Yeah, but I thought that "and don't get caught" part was implied. Guess not.
I wasn't actively trying to get caught.
Too bad you don't have the chance to course correct the championship match before Survivor Series.
But maybe I do.
How? Survivor Series is this weekend. You can't send Becky and Bayley back out there tonight for another rematch.
No, but there's another option. As someone said recently, I'm Miss TBD Rebel, not a lawful good rule follower. And Raw is a 3-hour show. There's an announcement I need to make.
All right, Miss TBD Rebel. Whatever you've got up your sleeve, good luck.
This is the second time we've seen the acting Raw general manager in the ring tonight, but this time she has a special announcement.
Here's hoping this goes more smoothly than her stint as special guest referee.
As GM, I'm not deaf to the concerns of the WWE Universe. Specifically, that my involvement in our #1 contender match earlier tonight may have made it look like management was biased towards Becky Lynch. I assure you, my intent as GM is simply to put on the best show for the WWE Universe. And that applies to not just Raw, but Survivor Series. As such, it is my duty to inform you that Bianca Belair will not be defending the Women's World Championship this weekend.
Bianca's being pulled from Survivor Series?
She will not be defending this weekend because it's clear Bayley and Becky Lynch are not done yet. I just hope they have allies to rally to their side. 8 fighters, 2 teams of 4. War Games!
War Games at Survivor Series? I'm not missing this one.
Well, we're paid to be there, Saxton.
I know, but it's still incredibly exciting.
I probably should be upset at you for putting another hurdle in front of my title match. But honestly, fair play.
Glad we're okay.
We are, and I respect your hustle. You've made a lot of bold choices since coming to WWE. It's one of the reasons I want you to be on my War Games team.
Really?
I like your instincts, especially when you get in trouble and have to think quickly on your feet. Heck, I even trust your instincts. Team with me, and I'll let you pick the rest of the War Games team.
Let me think about it.
You really did it this time, didn't you, you dummy?
I think you'd be happy that you're getting another opportunity to earn the title match in War Games.
Should have just booked the War Games match from the start, honestly. Want to be on my team?
Why do you want me on your team?
I think it's pretty clear from your time as GM that you've been going into business for yourself here and just doing whatever you can to scrape by. And that's exactly what I look for in damage control. So what do you say? Join me, Dakota, and Io in the fight to secure my WWE Women's World Championship match?
I'll get back to you.
Hey, I've been looking for you. I thought we were gonna meet outside of catering.
Turns out I was pretty busy in here. Both Becky and Bailey want me to be on their War Games team.
You can't be serious. You loused this up so badly, and they both want you on their team?
What can I say? I'm a catch.
I swear, there's something in the water around here that allows you to walk away from the consequences of your actions unscathed. I'm sure putting yourself into the main event while you're also acting GM will be no different.
Thanks for another great promoter lecture.
Look, I know you're gonna do it anyway. Who are you teaming with?
Becky said she'd let me pick the rest of the team. I'm joining her side.
Can't wait for you to get absolutely no flack for putting yourself into the match that you set up. Have you decided who else you'll ask to join you and Becky? Well, good luck. I'm sure it'll be interesting.
The following is a Women's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match could be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
Cap wanted a war, and now she has one.
Introducing first, from New York, the Superstar!
Cap has to be the worst general manager in Raw history. She puts herself in War Games, and I heard it wasn't even her idea.
Rumors aren't facts, Corey. And besides, anyone who competes in this type of match deserves our respect. Up aboard, it's go time for the captain.
Bayley is a ring general, ready for battle.
And representing Damage Control from San Jose, California, Bayley!
War Games is a match with no rival. 2 rings, 1 giant cage, and 8 superstars ready to risk it all for the big victory. A bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them.
Well, this isn't going to win the... She's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her. Oh, man.
Nothing fancy here. Backbreaker. Backbreaker. She's sent flying into the corner.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. That's how you break down your opponent.
Looks like a dangerous Bulgarian to me.
Come on now.
In your face.
Stop it.
Shot after shot, then slamming their face down.
Up on their shoulders.
Down in a hurry.
Bayley struggling to defend herself.
Bayley's getting beaten to the punch with every exchange. Oh, what a DDT.
Wow. Only seconds away from giving their team the numbers advantage. Gutbuster!
Bursting out of the cage, eager to capitalize on the situation. Series of boots.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes. Oh my, what a splash! Looking worse for wear in the corner now. Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. Look at that counter from Bayley.
Bayley's finally able to slow all that incoming offense.
That could be the table turner Bayley desperately needed.
And walking through the structure door, this is where nightmares become reality. This superstar is looking to end his opponent right now.
This'll do it.
Avalanche German suplex. It's going to take a certain kind of willpower to keep going after being taken down like that.
Flattened. Shot to the gut. Wide with the enziguri, but through the back door, the second time connects.
As the arm into a hammerlock cinched in. Arm breaker.
And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up. German suplex.
That's another focused attack to her torso area. Chucked that chair right at him. Freed from the cage and now needs to make haste to even up the fight.
Steel chair to the temple.
Oh my gosh, what impact! And each of these lethal maneuvers have got to be taking a toll.
This is getting more and more alarming with each uninterrupted attack. Boom! Reverse STO.
Dakota is struggling to defend herself.
Kai's having trouble getting her bearings. Drop kick to the knee.
Look at this. Boom, nice.
Boom!
And that holds Becky back. She just went catapulting across that gap and into the other ring.
Shot to the body, now has the arm trapped. Pump handle position up.
Oh, better end.
Double underhook.
Oh, could this be it?
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0.
Holding. She wants it one more time.
And well-timed maneuver there. Oh, knee right to the face.
This spell's doomed for Kai. She's queuing it up again. Enters the ring and is diving head first into the chaos of this match.
Flying.
Boom!
Turnbuckle's the only thing keeping her upright.
Uh-oh. I don't like this idea one bit. No good
Take off.
Becky in full control here.
Now back to Becky Lynch.
Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs?
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Ascending the War Games cage. No idea what her plan can be.
And as she reaches the top of the cage, she's realizing her lack of options up there. No, 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 no!
Diving from the cage, just a terrible decision with disastrous consequences.
Sweeps the legs. The next entrant incoming to even up the odds.
Like a bat out of hell and about to even things up in War Games. Oh my goodness, launched into the cage.
Oh, that was inventive. She's already coming in to even the odds, but she's looking for difference makers now.
She propels her over to the other ring.
Ouch. And Bayley hammering away. And they're not going to go into this one without a little backup in their corner. A quick stop to pick up some artillery before she evens this one up.
Unleashing the strikes.
And that was an effective attack, guys.
Soaring.
Oh!
She's up on top of the wall, but leaving the cage would mean forfeiting the match.
Oh, no! Double stomp. That was unbelievable. Taking insane risks to try to secure. Dakota Kai. Crucifix chokehold. Wow.
This one.
And she lets her out of the submission.
I don't know if it's mercy or if it's someone who's not done playing with their friend.
Bayley from
Dakota Kai setting up her opponent. Look at Bayley. Her lights are off. Kai has this in hand now. Into the table.
and with absolutely no regard for her well-being, she just put her through a table.
Complete and utter chaos.
No, 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 no!
Taking the most extreme risk possible. But will it ultimately pay off?
That could have all been for nothing if you can't capitalize on the big maneuver.
And
Becky this side. From the top rope. Got the disarmer.
look at this. She releases the hold.
That's a little surprise.
Bayley setting her up.
Rose plant. Has Bayley ended it there?
Becky. What power with a manhandle slam.
Becky has opened up an opportunity.
Oh, what a drop kick.
On the mark.
Left by the turnbuckles. Setting him up in position here. On the second rope. Tornado DDT.
Viking DDT.
Not the position you want to be in right now. Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds.
That's how you break down your opponent.
Looks like a dangerous Bulgarian to me. Got to minimize the damage now. Go help your teammates immediately.
Oh, here it comes! Dakota Kai!
Detonation kick.
Sally felt the full force of that one.
Has officially begun.
No more messing around.
Bear hug. She gives up. Submission victory. Building face buster.
Here are your winners. The Superstar! Becky Lynch, Melee Fan, and Psycho Sally!
They came, they fought, they survived. Ladies and gentlemen, your War Games winners.
You have to appreciate what every superstar did inside that cage tonight. It's incredible that any of them are still standing.
Becky and the captain are still celebrating their epic War Games victory.
And why wouldn't they? You're now looking at the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship and the GM who put her in that position.
This will go a long way in shaping the future of the women's division on Raw.
Shotzi? Is that a full-size tank?
Oh my God, Shotzi came prepared. I guess she graduated into something larger.
She's not stopping.
This is gonna be bad.
I don't want to watch, but I can't take my eyes off what's about to happen.
Shotzi just picked up speed. She's gonna rail the cage. Into the side.
And down they go. This is bad.
I can't believe what just happened.
We need some help out here, fast.
Whatever her issue was, Shotzi took things way too far here tonight.
What the hell was Shotzi doing? I've had no problem with her.
Yeah, I may have something to do with that. Oops.
Oops. I'm gonna be out for months. Is that really all you have to say?
How about oops? I got carried away booking matches, but forgetting to manage people. At least that seems to be the case, based on what I've pieced together.
You're back.
I was having a splendid time communing with the blue-footed booby of the Galapagos. But then, I caught wind of a few questionable developments. We should talk.
I swear, I had it all under control.
I watched Shotzi crash a tank into the War Games cage.
Fair point.
And perhaps, even more egregiously, you announce War Games without me. That's my thing. I announce War Games.
I'm sorry?
Respectfully, you're fired from being Raw GM.
I accept.
it wasn't a question. All that being said, with our newly minted #1 contender injured, we still need a challenger for Bianca. You know, what you've consistently failed to nail down. I hate rewarding you for this mess. But I'm a much better GM than you are, so I'm going to make the right choice for the show. And unfortunately, there's someone who helped lead her team to victory who's rightfully next in line for the opportunity. You'll be getting the championship match against Bianca Belair on the next Raw.
Here we go with this so-called major announcement.
I'm afraid this is a good news, bad news kind of night. So here goes. With our fearless leader, William Regal, returned, looking quite tan, might I add, the time has come for me to step down as your Raw General Manager.
I actually thought she did a great job, guys.
Are you kidding me, Byron?
At least it was exciting.
All right, so there may have been some mixed opinions on my stint as GM, but I'm sure that's only because we all know where I really belong, which is fighting in a WWE ring.
Not sure that's the only reason.
Which is why I'm pleased to announce, given Becky's unfortunate medical status, at the hands of someone who William Regal has assured me will be dealt with, the Real Suits have decided to name a new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Me!
Huge news for the Women's World title.
And that championship match is happening right now!
After all the confusion around Survivor Series, we're finally getting to see Bianca defend her championship.
So, Bianca Belair, let's...
This woman just will not stop coming after the captain.
If her grievance was big enough to get her to take down the War Games cage in a tank, did you really expect her to let it go?
Hey there, friend.
Give it a rest, Shotzi. Haven't you done enough at this point?
I think what you meant to say is, thank you for making me #1 contender, Shotzi. Sorry you hurt your leg in that unfortunate tank incident.
Wait. How did you get hurt when you were driving the tank? Is this really all because I didn't give you proper credit for your terribly original idea of let's have a War Games match at Survivor Series?
And didn't even put me in the match. But no, this isn't an isolated incident. This, apparently, is just what you do. Playing in other people's sandboxes, stealing other people's ideas, and jumping every line. You may have William Regal fooled, but not me. and not the locker room.
Oh, I'm sure, Shotzi.
Cutting lines might work in TBD, but in WWE, there are consequences.
Bayley?
That's Bayley's music, but where is she?
Is Shotzi just playing mind games here? Bayley from behind.
Shotzi's found an ally who's not okay with being skipped over for a women's world championship match.
I don't blame her. It was supposed to be either Bayley or Becky. Cap weaseled in there.
Wait, we're getting a call from the back. This is an official match. Here we go. We thought it was all over at War Games, but Cap getting named #1 contender apparently upset certain members of the locker room.
Yeah, at least...
A bear hug, squeezing the breath out of him.
I think she's gonna do...
An incredible victory for the captain here tonight.
She certainly solidified her position as the #1 contender.
Shotzi from behind with that crutch.
What the heck? She claimed she was injured.
She was just pulling all our legs, Cole.
Shotzi laying the boots in now.
Compared to the Tank, this is nothing.
Finally, the referee getting control of the situation.
She's using the crutch on her throat. Shotzi wasn't done.
Russian leg sweep with the crutch.
At least Shotzi's made her point now, and we can finally get on to the business of the Women's World Championship next week.
I'm not so sure, Byron.
Neither am I. Based on what Shotzi said earlier, I doubt that this satisfied her desire for revenge. She's on a mission.
Does it look smaller?
Huh?
That's what kids always say when they come back home, right? They go off to the great wide world, come home, and everything looks small. Haven't seen you around here much lately.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little smaller? I was in the neighborhood. Figured I'd stop in to get a few reps in before my big match with Bianca.
Shotzi's not also in the neighborhood, is she? You know my insurance doesn't cover tanks.
I don't think you have to worry. Tanks don't get great gas mileage, so she probably won't come crashing through the wall. No promises, though.
And just when I was starting to feel nostalgic about you breaking things around here. How are you feeling after that crutch attack?
I'm fine. Can you believe Shotzi's still bitter you didn't book her in TBD? And now she's turning it into a whole thing about how I stole her so-called War Games idea.
In fairness, it's you who didn't want to book her.
What? Really?
I believe your words at the time were, "I'm not impressed."
That does sound like me. But I was probably just being flippant.
Being flippant without thinking that your actions could actually have consequences? Yeah, definitely you. Then, on purpose or not, Shotzi effectively brings you up to the big leagues, and instead of any sort of thanks, you steamroll right into a fantastical whirlwind tour of all things WWE.
Let's be fair. I didn't steamroll right away. And Shotzi brought me to Raw so she could make an example of me.
Maybe, But is that also why she pitched you the idea for a War Games match when you were GM? A match you thought was a good enough idea to book, but then shut her out of?
I never said it was my idea. Besides, it wasn't a groundbreaking suggestion, and everything worked out.
Right, because I'm sure the WWE Universe saw the superstar GM announce the War Games match, put herself in it, and then thought, who else can I give credit to for setting up this awesome main event? It worked out for you. And now you get a championship match against Bianca Belair. Shotzi? Not so much.
Jeez, whose side are you on, Geneva?
You know whose side I'm on. That's why I gotta be straight with you, to make sure you get your head right so you can take that title from Bianca.
You know, after ignoring WWE for so long, becoming their champion is the only thing I can dream of.
This is a moment of destiny for a woman who spent years crisscrossing the world and honing her skills before finally arriving in the big leagues of WWE.
You can really feel the electricity in the arena, Michael.
Waiting on the champion here.
It's obvious Bianca's playing mind games with her opponent.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Shotzi's vendetta against the #1 contender continues.
And it looks like she's had about enough of it.
No, guys, it's not what you think. I have a seriously heartwarming announcement. Bianca Belair can't be here tonight.
This is the second time the #1 contenders match has been called off.
No, I told you, it's actually heartwarming. Bianca was wrapping up an appearance at a nearby community center before the show when suddenly, out of nowhere, 3 buses of adorable children from a local school showed up, excited to meet the Women's World Champion. And you know how Bianca is. She wouldn't leave until everyone got a picture and an autograph. How those buses showed up just in time to prevent Bianca from making it here for her championship match tonight, we may never know. But Bianca just couldn't leave those sweet children hanging. Are you seriously booing children? Wow, what a bloodthirsty bunch you all are. I did feel bad that you didn't have a match anymore tonight, though. Oh no, it's not me. I have the night off from in-ring action, just like at War Games. But these 3 women do not.
Oh my, the Cap has history with all these women.
And we're getting word from the truck that she'll be facing them in a fatal 4-way.
I think she said to bring it on.
Easy to say, harder to survive. Shotzi's curated a formidable challenge for the #1 contender.
Honestly, I'm just impressed that Shotzi managed to curate this match and 3 busloads of children in the same day.
What? That was Shotzi?
For God's sakes, catch up, Byron. Nonetheless, this is going to be a huge fatal 4-way contest here on Raw. Like you said, Corey, Kat definitely has a target on her back due to her history with these three other superstars.
I'm just wondering, after all these false starts, if Kat will ever make it to her title match with Bianca Belair.
Bear hug.
And that does it. Beats the odds and gets the fatal four-way win.
Here is your winner, the Superstar!
What an edge of your seed ending to this fatal four-way.
Defeating these three opponents is a real accomplishment for her.
Yeah, they made her win as difficult as possible.
It was you, wasn't it? You're the reason I'm missing my championship match with Bianca. Again!
Oh, it's hardly my fault. Your car service was way too willing to accommodate your new itinerary. You know, they really should have some sort of security on that. Figured the least I could do was play hooky from Raw 2 so we could have a little chat.
You really want to do this here?
Fight in an airport lounge? Absolutely not. They'd never let me back in, and I love their little mini cupcakes too much. I just want what's mine.
What exactly is that, Shotzi? I can't go back in time and hire you at TBD. I can't go back and put you in War Games. Your obsession with me is unhealthy.
What's unhealthy is theft. And I'm not just talking about War Games. You may have gotten a free pass from Regal to waltz around WWE, ripping off other people's ideas, moves, and gear, but you didn't get a free pass from me. You're the #1 contender. That should be me. Put it on the line in a match. Win or lose, we are done after that.
If it means never having to deal with your BS again, fine, you're on. But only because there's no way I lose.
Here she is, the formidable. From the moment the captain arrived in WWE, Shotzi has had it out. Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them.
The submission is locked. After years of antagonism, Cap has finally put Shotzi behind her. What a win.
I don't think Shotzi got the memo, Saxton. She's not going to take this insult lying down.
Spear out of nowhere from Bianca Belair.
The Women's World Champion just obliterated Shotzi.
Looks like Bianca's just as tired of Shotzi's shenanigans as anyone.
And now the champion and the #1 contender are facing off.
We may not have to wait for a match. This could jump off right here.
It's finally happening. The #1 contender and the Women's World Champion will finally go one-on-one.
It's about darn time.
This is going to be an epic clash for that championship, and I can't wait to see it.
Thanks for having my back out there.
I was annoyed. Honestly, I think the whole WWE universe was.
So, guess this means we're finally gonna get our match, huh?
You're pretty excited for someone who's about to get handled.
I see how it is. Well, you just go ahead and underestimate me, champ.
Oh, I don't underestimate you at all. I've seen your stuff on the indies. I know you can go, but so can I.
You've watched my indie matches? I didn't know you'd be into that.
What? Just because I started wrestling at WWE and never had an independent run doesn't mean I can't appreciate what you did there. I mean, that dive off the balcony against La Congrejita Loca? Wild. Self-destructive and probably ill-advised, but wild.
Man, if you had ever been a free agent when I was in TBD, I would have gladly jumped off a balcony against you too.
That sounds like a blast. Except I'm the one who would have been doing the jumping. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy with how I came up, but I do sometimes wonder what an indie career would have been like for me. It sounds like an adventure.
Huh.
What?
Just gets me thinking about our match.
About whether I'm going to pin or submit you?
No. Well, not exactly. Someone recently pointed out that I was lucky enough to experience a fantastical whirlwind tour when I got to WWE. I got to have the adventure. I'm wondering if I should pay it forward.
What do you have in mind?
You're confident you're gonna beat me anyway, right?
Anytime, any place.
I was really hoping you'd say that.
You want to do what?
It's just going to be 2 matches.
Best of 3 series. So yeah, it might go 2, if Bianca really has no fight in her.
It'll probably go 2. That's as many as I need.
It's not the best of 3 series that gives me pause. It's the locales. It is the usual custom to defend the WWE Women's World Championship on WWE TV.
Sure, we could do that if we want to stick with what's comfortable. Or, get this, we fight for the Women's World Championship in the coolest indie arenas around.
Japan? Mexico? We could even go back to your old stomping grounds in the UK. Honestly, sounds like a great way to push that grassroots international exposure you business types are always talking about.
And you know what else it sounds like?
Oh, I'm positive you'll tell me.
It sounds like a big swing. It sounds like taking advantage of every opportunity on the table. And it sounds like doing something different without being afraid to fail.
I know what you're getting at, and I'm not sure I like you turning my words back on me.
I'm sorry to interject, but this is ridiculous. It's unheard of. Allowing a WWE champion to defend at these underground indie shows? Untelevised? What about the advertisers?
Advertisers? Really?
I'm afraid Troy makes an excellent point. Marketing will hate this.
See?
Fortunately, this is not a marketing company. This is a professional wrestling company. A professional wrestling company that's going to take a swing, and whose general manager cannot wait to get on the road. The only question is, where to first?
Don't look at me. This is your world. I'm just the adventuring tourist who gets to hit you, wherever you so choose.
It may be my world, but I say we make it your world to start. What if we go back to your old territory? Match 1 at Club UK.
God save the king.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from New York, the Superstar!
Dear, dear, dear. That cannot have gone as you'd hoped.
No. Everything went exactly according to my plan of getting hit in the face a bunch.
Are you regretting giving Bianca the invitation into the Indies?
Not at all. I missed the intimacy of a smaller show, the interaction with the fans. Just didn't expect Bianca to pull the same energy from the crowd quite as easily as she did.
Bianca got very comfortable very quickly.
If she had come up in the Indies, I would have wanted her for TBD. But that's not gonna stop me from beating her at our next stop.
Which raises the question, where to next on this great tour of the world?
I've been giving that some thought, with an ice pack on my jaw. Bianca hits hard, and so do I. So let's go to the home of strong style, Japan.
Sure, if you buy at the Japanese steakhouse we always go to.
Celebration once I beat Bianca, but only the food. I'm not buying you another jacket.
Here is your winner, the Superstar!
Ladies, it appears that you two will be going to a final match.
Fitting, really. Winning that championship will be even sweeter after going the full series.
Don't get cocky. No way you beating me twice in a row.
Before you two launch into a witty repartee, I have an update. I've just spoken to the suits in Stamford. They have thoughts.
Well, that's never good.
Word of your genuinely marvelous matches has spread, and so has the buzz. They were insistent that the next match will be on WWE television.
They want us to do the match on Raw? You promised us we could see this through in indie arenas.
Indeed I did, so I reached an agreement. We will be producing a portion of next week's Raw live from the location of your final match.
Oh, wow. Listen, I know this is a stretch, but how would you both feel about having the match at
TBD? Yes, a surprising and unexpected suggestion from you. Which is why I have already given instructions for the road crew to meet us there.
Wow. It's going to be super embarrassing to lose on your home turf. But I, for one, am here for it. One idea, though.
What's that?
With everything I know about TBD, and since it's the final match, Kind of seems like it should be no DQ, right?
Bianca Belair, you have no idea what you just asked for. Deal. Geneva is gonna freak. Wow.
I'll second that wow. And raise you a hot damn.
They really got to work in here, didn't they? Can you believe it?
After the hectic morning I've had with the crew to get this set up, I can. Had to yell at some guy named Troy a lot. He kept wanting to cover up the TBD signage with Raw logos entirely.
Sounds like Troy. I'm really glad that I could do this for you, Geneva. For us. Did you ever imagine that we'd be here?
Honestly, you main eventing a TBD show feels pretty familiar to me. This one just has more logos.
You know what I mean. This is different. Later tonight, I'm gonna win the WWE Women's World Championship in the house we built.
Living the dream. Hey, you get ready. I've got some contracts to look at.
Same as always. But seriously, don't get too caught up in paperwork that you forget to enjoy yourself tonight. This is big. Big, big.
I know. It is. And I won't. But I also know you'll enjoy this enough for the both of us. Good luck out there.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
It's a TBD homecoming for the captain.
Introducing the challenger from New York.
It's the main event of WWE at TBD. The title is at stake as TBD Original Cap takes on Bianca Belair in a rubber match for the...
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them. Oh my goodness, credit.
And just like that, this journey for the woman they call the captain reaches a conclusion with a victory over Bianca Belair.
Hey, this is no 70,000-seat stadium, but on this night, in this small theater, this audience feels like WrestleMania.
Well, there's nothing like WrestleMania, but I think it means a little bit more to this superstar that her first championship win happened here.
A full circle moment, Corey. This woman has followed a long and winding road that brought her back to her beginning.
What's next for this superstar, this WWE champion? The sky's the limit.
What's Becky Lynch doing here?
Becky was the #1 contender until she got injured after War Games.
Becky's not moving like she's injured now. What does she want?
What do you think, Saxton?
No, 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 no. Not in my ring.
TBD promoter Geneva Rose is not having it.
I get she's ride or die with our new champion, but what's she gonna do to stop Becky Lynch?
You got WWE problems. Go settle them on WWE time. Because believe me when I say, if anyone tries to interrupt my best friend's hard-won moment, it's gonna be me.
No, they've been friends for years.
Don't trust anybody.
This is an assault.
This is karma, Saxton. You can only step on so many people before you pay the piper.
And she's paying now, but for what?
Thanks for coming home, Cap. It was so generous for you to put this show together for me. I know you think I'm slumming it around here, but you forget that I'm proud of what we built together. And I know you're used to taking the credit for everything. So I thought it was important for me to make an appearance tonight, to set the record straight. You'd be nothing without me. Let me be clear. I am not just some best friend side character in your hero's journey. What do you think I've been doing since you left? Sitting around and just following your career with rapt attention? You moved on. I didn't. And I've been putting everything I have into growing TBD. So, when Becky approached me, I was more than happy to help turn your moment into my moment.
You can feel the bitterness from Geneva Rose, the jealousy.
Recognize this? The contract we wrote in the diner when we first started TBD. Yeah, I had it framed. Thought it was a nice touch. Especially now. Because according to this legally binding document, you're still signed exclusively to TBD. You can't work anywhere else. You can't be champion anywhere else. And you belong to me.
But she's a WWE superstar.
Not according to Geneva Rose.
See you next week, Cap. Don't be late.
Well, that didn't go quite like I thought it would.
No, it did not. What are we gonna do?
So some bad news about that. Geneva sent a photo of the TBD contract to legal, and the napkin checks out.
But it's on a napkin!
A legally binding napkin. You're still signed to TBD. And as long as that's the case, you can neither be WWE Women's World Champion nor a WWE Superstar.
You're not serious?
Unfortunately, I am. The title will revert back to Bianca. Although now that she's healed, Becky will have an opportunity next week.
There's gotta be something we can do to fight this!
I wish there was, but my hands are tied. Good luck out there. It's been something.
going for this?
In a heartbeat.
And it's supposed to make me feel bad?
Think so? Is it working?
Hit her again! Hit her again! Stop it! I don't want to hear it. For someone who cares so much about taking care of the business, you're not taking care of your own right now. And you haven't been blameless in this? Seriously, stop acting like children. Figure this out. Not so easy without someone to prop you up. You never would have gotten anywhere without me.
If you wanted me back here so bad, why the hell did you push me away to WWE? I didn't think you'd succeed. This is really all because you got jealous of my success? You were jealous of me? I was never jealous of you! I was jealous you brought more of yourself to WWE than you ever brought to me!
Do you feel any better now? That you forced me back here?
No. And I hurt like hell.
Oh, same.
Now that makes me feel better.
You were the one who always wanted me to try new things. Push myself harder, level up. Aren't you happy that I finally started taking real chances?
I am. I would have been happier if you'd done it sooner.
Maybe I wasn't ready yet.
Maybe I wasn't able to push you far enough.
But you did all of this, Geneva. You were the one who pushed me to the tryout, who pushed me to accept Regal's offer.
I just didn't realize what I was giving up. Who I was giving up.
You never gave me up. Besides, I'm here now, aren't I?
Nah. You're fired.
What?
We're getting you back to where you belong.
It's not going to be easy to get you back to WWE.
I'll do whatever it takes. Extra work, another tryout, even a sincere social media plea.
I'm totally kidding. Regal's been calling me every day trying to get me to release you from your contract. And I happen to know from him that Becky needs a challenger for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania.
I hate you right now.
Love you too. Listen, since I'm more or less the reason you're in this position in the first place.
More or less?
Okay! Entirely the reason you're in this position in the first place, okay? I'll handle all the arrangements and annoying contractual paperwork stuff for your once-in-a-lifetime surprise mystery opponent return at WrestleMania.
Wow, this is gonna be huge. Thank you. You should, put the contract on a napkin.
Maybe I will. You've had a number of personalities in your WWE career. What you need to decide now is how you want to return at WrestleMania.
The amulet may be gone, but I can feel a certain power calling me. I think I'll tap back into it for my return.
As long as you don't try to levitate me. You know I'm afraid of heights. You sure?
I'm sure. And no promises. But this time, I want you by my side.
By your side? What are you talking about?
Come with me to WWE. It's clear you can still go in the ring, or they can definitely use you backstage. You could run circles around Troy.
Oh, Cap. You know I'd love to. But I can't.
We both know Regal will sign you.
It's not about Regal. TBD's been growing since you left, and the co-branded WWE show pushed us even further. I belong here, promoting the next generation of wrestlers. I've got to go my own way. You go yours.
This feels worse than before. More final.
Hey, sometimes you've got to have an ending to have a new beginning, right? But that doesn't mean I won't be at WrestleMania. I'll just be in the crowd, cheering my lungs out.
Kayla Braxton here, just hours from the official start of WrestleMania with Women's World Champion Becky Lynch, who still doesn't know the identity of her mystery opponent tonight. Becky, are you at all worried that not being able to prepare for a specific opponent will leave you at a disadvantage tonight?
I know a thing or two about disadvantages, Kayla. But what I know about disadvantages are overcoming and rising above them. Case in point. After my injury at War Games, I came back better than before. Dispensed of the person responsible for that injury so hard that she had to leave WWE. And then made quick work of Bianca Belair and the Women's World Championship. I may not know who my opponent is tonight, but I know this. I'm walking out of WrestleMania WWE Women's World Champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
Listen to that ovation for the Women's World Champion, Becky Lynch.
The man had to crawl over broken glass to win gold again. Whoever her mystery opponent is had better be ready for the fight of her life.
One thing you know for sure is that Becky Lynch is going to give it everything she's got.
Becky Lynch walked in as champion and intends to walk out the same way. It's Cap. The mystery opponent is Cap.
Look at the glare from the champion. Becky Lynch is ready to start throwing hands.
And she has every right to. Trying to sabotage the man's WrestleMania moment by bringing Cap back at the last second deserves a punch in the mouth.
Cap is not just facing Becky Lynch tonight. She's standing eye to eye with Destiny.
Introducing the challenger from New York, the Superstar! And her opponent from Dublin, Ireland, the WWE Women's World Champion, Becky Lynch!
That is what it's all about. What every woman claws and scratches for. The Women's World Championship.
Cap's journey to WrestleMania saw her claw her way from the Indies to the top, only to be hurled back down again. But now, on the heels of this surprise appearance, she's here on the grandest stage of them all.
Somehow it seems that each obstacle Cap has faced on the road to the showcase of the Immortals has made her stronger.
I may not have always been Cap's biggest fan, but I respect what she's gone through to get to this moment. But all that struggle means nothing if she fails to get the job done against her one-time partner, Becky Lynch.
Oh, imagine that sting. Multiple kicks to the hamstring. Oh, that's how you break down your opponent.
Looks like a dangerous Bulgarian to me.
Come on now.
In your face.
Stop it.
The champ getting put to the test here. Momentum is running away from Becky fast.
Becky's fighting spirit needs to cause a change here. Oh, don't come over here.
Cole, quick, use Saxton as a human shield.
And now she's getting back into the ring.
Boot to the stomach gives them separation.
Range down an elbow in retaliation.
Face first with a reverse STO.
And now she's demonstrated her whole arsenal.
And she still might have more coming.
Saw that one coming.
The champ not looking great right now.
And this match is not over yet. Things are only going to get harder from here. Oh, this could be something.
Boom! Knee right to the face.
The champ's eyes look glazed over.
Reversed into a quick takedown.
And that could be a first step towards Becky gaining control.
Time now for Becky to get her energy up and claw back into the fight.
And finds a count. Bear hug. Well-placed elbow will get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Clothesline.
No.
Oh, God, that's a bad landing.
That was playing with fire and getting burned.
The decision to take such a risk at this juncture is questionable.
Bear hugs.
We have a new champion.
The Cap has made a definitive statement by returning to WWE and becoming the Women's World Champion at WrestleMania.
What a return. I can't wait to see the next chapter.
If her first outing is any indication, the sky's the limit for this superstar, who's proven she's ready to not only put her body, but her whole heart on the line when it comes to this business.
I love to see you get nostalgic, Byron, thinking about the past.
I'm thinking about the future. What personalities will she bring? What epic battles will she fight?
What will she unleash upon the WWE Universe?
I guess we'll find out. Soak it in, Cap. You deserve this moment. For Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, I'm Michael Cole. This is your new champion, and this is WrestleMania.